Hello and welcome back to another Doctor Who related video. In today's Doctor Who related video, I'll be taking a look at my Doctor Who figure collection for 2021. Now, over the past couple of days, I've been busy rearranging all this to put the new B&M sets in. So I thought I'd do a video showing you how my Doctor Who figure collection looks at the end of this year. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy this video. I'll be taking a look at each shelf and talking about what's on each shelf, talking about some of the prototype figures, my Tardis collection, and some boxed figures what I have as well. So this video is mainly focusing on the character options 5-inch figures. So yeah, that's basically this video. I've been collecting the figures since they first started in 2005. This is near enough a complete collection. There are some variants I'm missing, like Toclafane and some 10th Doctor variants, but I would say for the most part it is pretty much a complete collection, which is very satisfying. And my favourite thing, all my Doctor Who merchandise I've got, this is my favourite. I love the figures. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you enjoy Doctor Who figure content, then please do consider liking and subscribing, and I'll leave a link in the description below to my Doctor Who figure review playlist so you can check out more Doctor Who figure content on the channel. So without further ado, let's take a look at the figures. First shelf in terms of character option stuff is mainly sort of miscellaneous sort of stuff, but the main focus is the Reaper, and of course we have the Rachnos there. They're simply up there because, you know, they're quite bulky figures, and yeah, I want to try and get as much figures on the shelves as possible, so I thought I'd leave them up there, and they look quite nice. So if we take a look at the first Doctor section now, which has a lot more life in it now, we've got the new B&M sets with like Vord, Ian, and of course Centerite. So if we start off right at the back, so we just quickly zoom in, we have the original first Doctor in Tardis there from Food and Planet. I think that was released in 2010. And then we have some sort of 10th Planet Cybermen army there, which I quite like, and then a little bulk. And then we have the black and white Doctor and Dalek twin pack, which is very cool. So we Web Planet, First Doctor, and the original Dead Planet Dalek. And we have the first ever First Doctor figure there, Ian Chesterton, and some Vord. The lovely Sensorites, I absolutely adore them. And then we have the History of a Dalek set, Dead Planet Dalek, the Sensorite First Doctor, and of course more Vord and the Mechanist Daleks there, which really do pop on the shelf. And then we have the First Doctor B&M Tardis one there. One of the original Chase Daleks, the original Supreme from the Toys R Us set, and we have the original Frame Flower Dalek. So if we just move to the back, which is pretty much Dalek mania, I've got 21 First Doctor Daleks. So we've got a Mechanoid there, the Roboman, and we have the original, well, the Toys R Us First Doctor figure, which, if you want to know the differences between the original, then check out my rearranging Doctor Who figure collection where I talk about some of the variants of the Doctors. We have the original Saucer Commander Dalek, and then we have the Saucer Pilot, 2 drone Daleks from Invasion Earth, and we have the B&M Saucer Commander Dalek. And over there by the TARDIS, we've got another Dead Planet Dalek, the Supreme Dalek from History of a Dalek set, and the Chase Drone Dalek, and another Dead Planet Dalek there. So yeah, quite a lot of Daleks, but of course the First Doctor was very much Dalek mania. We've got a Chase Guard Dalek figure there, the I think that's another Chase Dalek, and then we have the B&M Pyroflame Dalek there, and another Chase Guard figure. Going on to the second Doctor, so we've got the B&M re-release of the Cyber Controller, the 13 Doctor's second Doctor, which I've put there for like a season 6B second Doctor. You can see the original Emperor Guard Dalek there, a lovely Ice Warrior, and of course more Ice Warriors there, and we can see the sound effects Power Dalek there, which is very cool. And then we have the Abominable Snowman second Doctor there, just to add a little bit of variety, and of course another Ice Warrior, the original second Doctor figure there. And then we have the B&M History of the Daleks Power of the Daleks Drone Dalek. Then we have a bit of a Tomb of the Cybermen display there. You've got the black and white second Doctor, the original Cyber Controller, then my army of Tomb Cybermen, and of course we have the black and white Tomb Cybermen right at the back, and of course more Tomb Cybermen right at the back. And then of course we do have some Invasion Cybermen, because I love the Invasion Cybermen, they're my favourite Cybermen design. Of course we have the revised Brigadier figure from the 2018 wave, and we do have the Mutant Scoop Dalek right at the front, just because it's an interesting Dalek variant, so I thought I'd put him right at the front. And right at the back, speaking of the Daleks, we have my Evil of the Daleks display. We've got the 11 Doctor's second Doctor figure there, we have the B&M Emperor Guard Dalek, then the Toys R Us one, and then the Drone Dalek with the Pupil, and of course more Invasion Cybermen there, and we have the War Games second Doctor. Moving on to my favourite Doctor, the third Doctor. So We have, of course, a bit more variety on the shelf in terms of monsters, but of course the 60s is getting a bit more love now with the B&M set. But yeah, the 70s definitely has a lot more monster variety. So we've got the Sea Devil's Third Doctor, for me, the definitive look for the Third Doctor, so that's why he's at the start of the shelf. We have the Claws of Axos Joe Grant figure, the Brigadier, and behind them we have good old Captain Yates and Sergeant Benton, which feels very, very strange that we still have them, and I'm so happy that we actually have them in the figure line because they're just really great figures. Of course, we have the reliable Brigadier and the Master, the Axon Man, which we've seen plenty of, but not in the Axon form in terms of the B&M set, so it's been a good year for the Axon Man in a way. And got some maggots there, the 3 Doctors Joe Grant sort of spares. Then I've put the B&M 5 Doctors Third Doctor there because I think it's a good approximation for the Day of the Daleks Third Doctor, and I've put the new B&M Supreme Dalek from Day of the Daleks there, which I love. We've got the anti-light wave reflectant. We have the Planet Supreme Dalek, which is absolutely gorgeous. Then the Planet of the Daleks Third Doctor with the new sort of Planet Dalek with the mutant reveal, which is very cool. Love that. We have a good old Bok there with the Master, the Monster Paladin Sarah with the Third Doctor and the Brigadier from the Damon set. And if we move right to the back, hopefully we can see this, we've got a bit of a 3 Doctors display there with the 3 Doctors First Doctor and 3 Doctors Third and Second Doctor. That's the Toys R Us Second Doctor. We've got the 3 Doctors Joe Grant, we've got Omega, and of course a good old Gel Guard. We've got the Axon there, the Axon Creature, the Carnival Monsters Third Doctor with a Drashig. We've got some Autons, and then we have the original B&M Brigadier figure there. I've given a gun, which makes the figure a lot more come alive, a lot more. Again, another Auton, the B&M Brigadier figure, the Green Death Third Doctor with the Master Tardis there, and of course another Delgado. And of course we have another gold Dalek, which I'm going to use as a Frontier in Space Supreme Dalek. That's the original Supreme Dalek. We've got 2 Death to the Daleks there. We've got the one with the machine gun with the orange lights and the sound effects one there. And of course we have the Death to the Daleks Third Doctor and a Planet Dalek there, and the original Auton, and the Day of the Daleks Gunmetal Grey Drone, which is all very awesome. And moving to the back there, you can see the other Green Death Third Doctor. I've got a spare one there, which is all very awesome. Another Planet Dalek there. The Time Warrior set with the Third Doctor and Commander Links. My little Sea Devil army, we've got the 2 Wave 1 ones, and then one will come with the Third Doctor, which is the more darker coloured one. The Time Monster Third Doctor, Time Monster Joe Grant, and the Invasion of the Dinosaurs Third Doctor there. So that is the first shelf. Moving on to Tom Baker, the 4th Doctor. So we've got a bit of a Revenge of a Cyberman display there with the Sarah Jane and the Revenge Cyberman there, and a bit of a drunk Cyber Leader. The original 4th Doctor figure there, Harry Sullivan, the Seeds of Doom 4th Doctor, the Image of the Fendal set there with the Leela and the Fendaline. Then we have Captain Mustache there, the B&M Master from 2015, a custom regenerated Third Doctor figure, well, not regenerated, but Planet of Spiders Third Doctor, the B&M 4th Doctor from the Tardis set, the Keeper of Traken Grandfather Clock, K1 Robot, one of my favourite figures to this day, and then we have the 4th Doctor from the Adventure set, and we have the Time Capsule regenerated 4th Doctor there, 2 Zygons to accompany the Terror of the Zygons 4th Doctor, Sergeant Benton, one of the Siren Mommy robots, and then we have the Season 18 4th Doctor. And then of course we have some Genesis Daleks from the Genesis of a Dalek set. And then this one here without the gun is the Toys R Us one, and that one there is the original Genesis Dalek, which is my favourite. And then we have Davros, and we have the 4th Doctor being attacked by one of the mutants there. All very cool. And we have Leela from the Face of Evil and the B&M K9, which is very nice, good stand-in. Again, I don't display my figures in chronological order because I want to do it as interesting as possible, have much of a variety, especially when you get to sort of like the 60s and 70s and 80s. It's a little bit difficult to do it chronologically because I like to have sort of a break with each Doctor to sort of say, right, this is this Doctor section. But we have the Sontaran experiment set there with Commander Steyer, Scaroth there, and of course his little Sontaran pod. The Genesis 4th Doctor from the Toys R Us set, Commander Store, and the Destiny Davros there with some of his Destiny Daleks, the Planet of Pirate Planet Romana, Marcus Scarman, another Mommy robot, the B&M 4th Doctor there, and of course we have the Sarcophagus there, and the Guardian Mommy robots there of the Crinoid, and the Jackalhead Sutek and another Guardian Mommy, and the Melka, the original Talons of Weng-Chiang 4th Doctor, the Invasion of Time Leela, and of course my little Vok robot army there with the glowing red eyes, the Adventure Set Vok robot D84, SV7, Morbius, great figure, I love him. And then we have the 11 Doctors set 4th Doctor, some Destiny Daleks there, one with the bombs, and then we have the revised 4th Doctor from Talons of Weng-Chiang. Speaking of Talons of Weng-Chiang, we've got Mr. Sin and Magnus Greel, the Pyramids of Mars 4th Doctor, probably my favourite 4th Doctor figure, I love it. And then we have the Power of Kol Romana and the Sharda 4th Doctor and Destiny Romana there, which is all very cool. Then we have the B&M Leela, Crispy Master, and the Horns of Naimon Romana, another Destiny Dalek, Destiny 4th Doctor, Jeffrey Beaver's Master, the Keeper of Traken 4th Doctor, and then we move to the City of Death 4th Doctor there. And then we move on to Peter Davison with the sort of handover regeneration, because I like to do sort of a regeneration display if there is an option to do that. So we've got the 5th Doctor regenerated figure there and the original 4th Doctor figure. Starting at the back of the 5th Doctor, so we've got the Master's Tardis there, the Source Manipulator, the 2 androids from the Earthshock set and the regenerated 5th Doctor, an Earthshock Cyberman, the 11 Doctors 5th Doctor, and the Toys R Us 5th Doctor there with the hat from Resurrection of the Daleks, the Terry Malloy Davros there looking very menacing, and we have the drone Dalek from Resurrection, the Cyber Leader, which I'm so glad we've got a figure of now, because it just really completes that section. So we've got the original 5th Doctor there, the Castrovel 5th Doctor, the Anthony Ainley Master from Planet of Fire, and then if we move right to the back there, we've got plenty more 5th Doctor variants. We've got the Earthshock variant right at the back, then we have the 13 Doctor set 5th Doctor in the middle from the Awakening, the B&M TARDIS 5th Doctor there with hat, and then we have the Planet of Fire 5th Doctor there, even though it's not Planet of Fire at all, is it? Character options. And then we have the Resurrection Supreme, and then a standard Cyberman. We have the Rashton Warrior Robot, and we have the Season 21 5th Doctor there from the Resurrection set, and the 5 Doctors 3rd Doctor. Got good old Sharaz Jek, the 5th Doctor from the TARDIS set, and Perry and the regenerated 6th Doctor. So that's a nice little regeneration display, I do quite like that. And of course we've got some little bits and bobs on the shelf there of Sharaz Jek and the android head, which I think we will get a figure of some point, and the bomb from Earthshock, and a little bit more there of the DMAT gun Vok robot had, and some Chronoid prods there, and yeah, pretty nice. Colin Baker wise, we've got the original 6th Doctor figure there, and we've got a wind up penguin which I've put there for Frobisher. We've got the 2 Doctors Perry, and we've got Stike, the Attack Cyberman there, the Androgam 2nd Doctor, and we do have the Toys R Us Resurrection Dalek there, which I do like with the orange dome light. We have the Toys R Us 6th Doctor right at the back, and the Sound Effects Necros Dalek Sill, the wonderful Necros sort of Scaro Dalek, the Terror of the Vervoids 6th Doctor, the Stealth Cyberman, which I love. We have another Toys R Us Necros Dalek, the Revelation Davros, and we have the Vengeance and Varus Perry and Revelation of the Daleks 6th Doctor there, the real-time 6th Doctor there, which I love, and we have the Forbidden Planet Necros Dalek there, and the Attack the Cybermen 6th Doctor figure, the Rogue Cyberman there, which I love, great detailing, and the 13 Doctors set 6th Doctor, and we have the Attack of the Cybermen Perry. Moving on to the 7th Doctor, so we've got the 11 Doctors 7th Doctor there with the Silver Nemesis Ace with her bits and bobs, the Silver Nemesis Portrait, the Supreme Dalek from Remembrance of the Daleks, and of course we have the TV movie 7th Doctor and 8th Doctor there to act as a bit of a handover, and a bazooka. I guess that's in preparation for when the 8th Doctor started fighting in the Time War. We've got the 2 Axis Strike Squad Daleks, the one with the silver slats is from the updated one, then this is the original one with these gold bands there, the comic book 8th Doctor, which is probably my favourite 8th Doctor figure they've done. Might be a bit of a hot take, but there we go, we've got Dalek Alpha. And then right at the back, hopefully you can see, we have the TARDIS 7th Doctor there, will come with the TARDIS. We've got a bit of a Remembrance of the Daleks display there. You can see the destroyed Imperial Dalek strangling the 7th Doctor, and we've got Ace with a baseball bat ready to help the 7th Doctor. Got some more Imperial Daleks. We've got the Emperor Davros there, which is very cool, very rare figure. The original Imperial Dalek, then right by the 7th Doctor there, we have the B&M one and the Toys R Us 7th Doctor. 2 Renegade Daleks, Ace with a bazooka, and we have the sort of TV movie-esque sort of comic book 7th Doctor there. And we have my Silver Nemesis Cybermen display there. We've got the Cyber Leader and Cyberman, which is the original version. And then we have the B&M version there, which is all very cool. The Special Weapons Dalek. The 7th Doctor will come with the Imperial Dalek, and that is the 7th Doctor section, mainly Daleks, quite a few 7th Doctor variants, and some Cybermen, which is all very cool. The start of the next shelf, we've got a bit of a Big Finish sort of tribute shelf. So we've got a Dark Eyes 8th Doctor there, the Night of the Doctor McGann figure, and we have the B&M Sontarans there, which I've put there because, you know, Dark Eyes 4, just to add a little bit more life for the 8th Doctor section. We've got the first Interrogator Prime Dalek. We have the Rashton Warrior Robot. What you might be wondering, why is that there? That's to sort of be a wink and nod to the 8 Doctors book, where a group of Sontarans sort of get massacred by the Rashton Warrior Robot. So I thought I'd put that there just to add a little bit of variety. So the 8th Doctor shelf, we've got a spare War Doctor figure with the 8th Doctor head there. We've got the 13th Doctor set, 8th Doctor with sort of the blood on his face. The RC Daleks there right at the back. The Scientist Dalek, and we have the revised Dark Eyes McGann. And then we have the War Doctor, my favourite War Doctor figure from the B&M set, which I've added the scarf from that 8th Doctor figure there, just to complete that look of that figure. We've got him right by the moment there, and some heads. Yeah. We've got the Empty Child, we've got good old Christopher Eccleston there. My first ever Doctor Who figure, the Rose. I know, this is the figure what started this whole collection. Isn't that mad? Yes, so we've got plenty of Autons. The first ever War Doctor figure there, the Scientist Dalek, the B&M War Doctor figure there, plenty of Autons there. You can see we've got Jabe, the Dalek Mutant Reveal, one of my favourite figures, the Collect and Build Gelf there, the Editor, Mrs. Peace, the B&M 9th Doctor, and we have the B&M Rose behind the Slevene, of course, good old Slevene there, Cassandra, the not Father's Day, Captain Jack, Dr. Constantine, and then the Aliens of London 9th Doctor from the 13th Doctor set. More Autons there. We've got the good old Reaper, and if we move to the side again, another Auton, the Disco Dancing 9th Doctor, the Assault Dalek, Destroyed Cassandra, and Rusty Cassandra with Chip. And then we've got the Charles Slevene there. I've just randomly put that there. And then we have the Father's Day 9th Doctor with another Mrs. Peace there. Of course, Dalek Mutant Reveal, one of my favourite figures as a kid. Moxa Balhoun, plenty of robot spiders there, very epic. And of course we have the sort of Toys R Us 9th Doctor set there. We've got the regenerated, sort of the regeneration set there from, I think, Limited to Argos. The Sycorax there, all very cool, love the Sycorax. Then we have my Clockwork Robot Army. So we've got the blue jacket one there, the navy sort of Woolworths exclusive, the purple one, and the sort of main one there. We've got Rose, the Grask, which I've put there just to simply be a nod to Attack of the Grask. The 10th Doctor, we've got the Werewolf about to attack some Cybermen. We've got the original Cyber Controller there, Mickey, my first ever Cyberman right at the back. Plenty of Cybermen, we've got a whole Cyber army, as you can see. The Cyber Controller and his throne room, plenty of Cybermen there. You can see with the arm guns, the Preacher guns, the next Doctor Cyber Leader. So yeah, plenty of Cybermen. The Tuxedo 10th Doctor, a good old Ood, Sarah Jane, my first ever 10th Doctor figure. You can see he's a little bit battered, but I love him. We've got K9, The Wire, Sarah Jane, and then we have a spare Progenitor Dalek, which I've just put up here. The American 10th Doctor and Dalek sec there with the more thinner, new updated Dalek sculpt. Some Jadoon there, little Jadoon army, always very cool. Martha and the 10th Doctor, Linith. We've got Toby Unpossessed, Corwin, Grandma Connolly Possessed, Toby, and then we've got Captain Jack, the first Dalek sec there with the chunky Dalek Genesis Arc, 10th Doctor and spacesuit. Spare Astrid Pef, Davros, some Scarecrows, Vashta Narada and River Song. That's the original Vashta Narada figure. Then the one there is from the Vesperform with the gloves, being slightly painted. The Hoyks, Novice Hayne Brannigan, 10th Doctor from the 11 Doctor set, Sarah Jane from the Star Poet, Dalek Faye, Martha Jones, and then we have sort of a Sound of Drums, Last for Time War display with Utopia, and with the Master, the old 10th Doctor, and a very rare figure, this little 10th Doctor. Yeah, some Weeping Angels, Open Toclafane, and then we have the 10th Doctor and some Weeping Angels. So that is that shelf there. Continuing with the 10th Doctor, we've got the Satan Pit set there with this sort of lift and the spacesuit 10th Doctor, the Natural Ood Sigma, the B&M Vashnarada, the Tesco Captain Jack, Donna, and the 13 Doctor set, 10th Doctor there. Plenty of adipose going all along there with the Warriors Gate K9. I've put him down there because it's more new series. Again, plenty of adipose, destroyed Cybermen. Moving back to the back, we've got a spare Battle Pack Dalek there. And we have the Stolen Earth Crucible Dalek. This is the Toys R Us Crucible Dalek with the more weathered look. The half figures, I think they are really underrated figures. They're wonderful figures, the half figures. And then we have Sarah Jane there, Davros, the Supreme Dalek, the Face of Bo, the Grey Krillitane, and the Time Crash set there, which I really like. I'm really happy to have those on display. There we've got the Vesperform, which I'm really lucky to have because that's a very sought after figure. Got a bit of a Voyage of a Damned display there with the 10th Doctor, Balakatalata, some Heavenly Host, Astrid of course, another Krillitane, and we have a bit of a Sontaran army. Plenty of Sontarans. We've got the Pyroval Priestess, a Roman soldier there, and another Roman soldier there. But taking a look at the Sontaran, so we've got some original ones there with sort of the sort of more matte finish and the more metallic finishes from the Toys R Us and B&M sets. We've got General Style and Commander Score, and we have another 10th Doctor. One of my first 10th Doctor figures, you can see, is a little bit battered on the face, bless him. Yeah, very cool to have those. We've got the 10th Doctor from 42, the B&M 10th Doctor there with the glasses, and we have the Toys R Us 10th Doctor figure with the glasses and coat. That is the adipose 10th Doctor with glasses, and we've got a bit of a Time Lord display there with sort of two Time Lords and Rassilon, and we have the Master from End of Time and the battered 10th Doctor and 11th Doctor in the 10th Doctor suit, and then we have good old Raggedy Doctor and the Doctor Experience Amy Pond. Then we have the Toys R Us Crash set 11th Doctor with blue bow tie and brown boots. Probably my favourite 11th Doctor figure growing up as a kid. I just really adore it. Amy Pond there. We've got a Beast Below sort of display there with the Smiler, Hawthorne, 11th Doctor there, Peter the Wind, and the sort of two-headed Smiler. I've got my Ironside collection, one with the sort of dome light covered, the sort of standard Ironside. Then probably my favourite Dalek figure, Dalek and a Cup of Tea. I love it. Got another Progenitor Dalek there. The Pandorica Cybermen, the one with the gun was exclusive to the Tardis set in Argos, but character options had a few. So if you spent 30 quid, you got that free with your order. We've got some Weeping Angels. That one there, the Weeping one, is from a B&M set. And then we have the sort of more neutral look there. The San Diego Comic-Con 11th Doctor will come with the Scientist. The Adventure set, Amy Pond there. We've got Angel Bob and another Weeping Angel there, Looped Angel Bracewell with the glove there, which I think was from like Wave 1F or something daft like that. Some Silurians, Restak, Francesco, the B&M Clara Oswin Oswald, a spare drone Dalek, the Adventure set, 11th Doctor, and a B&M Silence. And I've just put a random shark there to sort of go, hey, Christmas Carol there. So we've got the Churchill figure there, the first Bracewell figure, the Paradigm Daleks there looking very epic, I love it. And we've got another Amelia Pond there, and the 13th Doctor set, 11th Doctor, and a B&M Amy Pond figure. So that is that section of the shelf. And the final shelf, we've got a bit of a Pandorica Open sort of theme there. We've got the Underhenge figures there with the Daleks, Roman and Cyberman, River Song, my corroded Cybermen sort of army. Hopefully you can see it's a little bit dark down here, but that's another Argos sort of Cyberman there. Another B&M Clara figure, corroded Cyberman there with the chest damage and some with the shock hands. The Series 6 11th Doctor and another B&M Amy Pond figure there. You might be wondering, where's your Rory figure? I don't actually have a Rory figure on the shelf. I've got some boxed, but I don't actually have a loose Rory figure on the shelf. I should rectify that really, but never mind. We've got General Kudlak there just to simulate how it was at the end of Pandorica Opens. The Pandorica itself with the chair, which is kind of bizarre because it comes with a load of CDs, didn't it? We've got some Roman soldiers there, the Battle Pack Cyber Leader, the Peg Doll, the standard River Song figure from the Wave, the Fez 11th Doctor Sarah Jane, I've put there just because sort of deaf to the Doctor sort of look, just to complete that. A spare Sontaran, which I've put there just to say, hey, it Strax. Weevil again to go, oh, it's Pandorica again. We've got my Silence collection there. The grey ones are from Wave 1B, and then right at the back, hopefully you can see there, the more peach sort of coloured ones, which are the Wave 1A, the Stetson Doctor Uncle Nephew, which is surprisingly a rare figure back in the day because there's only one of those in a case. The Ganga Doctor there, then we have the 11th Doctor to match it there. We have the Asylum of the Daleks sound effects Dalek there with sort of Clara, well, Oswin. We've got Idris, the astronaut figure there, and the bearded Doctor. And we have some more Daleks from Asylum of the Daleks, a metallic drone Dalek there. The Weathered Supreme, and another B&M 11th Doctor, and the Straitjacket 11th Doctor there. The 12th Doctor Missy, the metallic drone Dalek, the Cybermen with the sort of our universe Cybermen there, and then we have the Toys R Us 11th Doctor there, and the 11th Doctor from the Impossible set there, and of course the Souffle and spare Matt Smith head by the looks of it. We've got the old 11th Doctor there, which I think is one of the B&M ones, but I've just put the old head on. A bit of a David Doctor display there with a B&M 10th Doctor and the 13th Doctor set, 11th War Doctor figure. Plenty of Missies there. The Gallifrey Falls No More, the Curator. Yeah, loads of Missies you can see, because the 12th Doctor era definitely does lack in monsters. A Supreme Dalek. We've got the Girl Who Died 12th Doctor there, Davros, the Magician's Apprentice 12th Doctor, Robot Sherwood, Kill the Moon, the Series 9 Missy there. And a Piebald Priestess I've put there just to be, hey, it's a monk figure. Bill, another 12th Doctor there with a red jacket, the Under the Lake Before the Flood 12th Doctor, Time Heist 12th Doctor, the first 13th Doctor figure there. We've got a bit of a regeneration display there with the Doctors, the other 12 Doctors there, Clara, Bill, the Amazon, Bill there. And then we move on to Jodie. We've got the fam there with all their variation. I've put a B&M Cyberman with the Preacher Gun just to simulate Ascension of the Cybermen, the Jadoon Captain and Trooper. Yaz, the Reconnaissance Dalek, and then we have the American exclusive Jodie Whittaker, and I've put some classic TARDISes there just to fill the space there, and we've got some Cybermats there. So let's move on to the TARDISes now. Classic TARDIS wise, we've got the B&M First Doctor TARDIS, the Abominable Snowmen TARDIS, which has got the sound effects, the War Games TARDIS, the Time Monster TARDIS, Montra Paladin, the Robot TARDIS, the Planet of Evil, Food and Planet TARDIS, the Sharda TARDIS, the Visitation TARDIS, Kedron Drazani, and the 7th Doctor TARDIS there from the Curse of Fenric. So that is the classic TARDIS lineup. Then we have the new series TARDISes. We've got the 9th and 10th Doctor TARDIS, the first 11th Doctor TARDIS, the Adventure Set TARDIS, the 12th Doctor TARDIS, and the 13th Doctor TARDIS. And down here we have got the Junkyard TARDIS and the 9th and 10th Doctor TARDIS there. Hopefully you can see it's a bit dark down there. And we have the 11th Doctor TARDIS playset. A couple of prototype figures. So we've got the prototype Collect and Build Cranoid figure there, the prototype a 3rd Doctor from the Invasion of the Dinosaurs, and the 10th Doctor with the updated articulation, which is very cool to have. It's become my definitive 10th Doctor figure with the updated articulation. So that is my little prototype collection. As you've seen from this video, I'm not a person who's a mint on card collector. I like to open my figures and display them, but there are occasions where I do double dip and buy another set just to keep in box, whether because of nostalgia reasons or just because, you know, they look pretty good in the box. So we've got the black and white 1st Doctor there and 2nd Doctor, just because, you know, they're only 2 figures done in black and white, so I thought it'd be quite cool to have those. We've got the 3rd Doctor and Sea Devil. Mainly got that for nostalgia, and it's my favourite story and my favourite figures in the line, really. I do love them. And we've got my first ever 3rd Doctor figure I ever got, the Death to the Dalek set there. The War Games TARDIS, what Cat Cropton sent me, so that's the reason why that's still in the box there. We've got the Abominable Snowman set, because you know it's a pretty set in the box, and we've got the 2016 Third Doctor set there, and we've got the Time Monster set there, which is very cool, and we've got the regenerated Fourth Doctor Tardis. We have the Jungles of Mechanist set, which I got another one because I thought they look very pretty in the box, and you know they're very sort of obscure things to do, so I'm very happy to have those. And we've got the Chase History of the Daleks set and Day of the Daleks one. Had every intention of opening these, but just never got around to it, and now I probably just keep them in the box, so they look very pretty. And then we've got the Big Finish exclusive sets, which were limited to 150. So these are incredibly rare. As you can see, they have the Big Finish sticker instead of the limited edition one. So we've got the 7th Doctor with the darker jumper, the sort of 8th Doctor one with the Dalek with the white pupil and the black boots, and then we've got the War Doctor one with the silver slat on the Dalek. So feel very lucky to have those sets. Then we have the genetic handprint Dalek, which was a Woolworths exclusive. I think it worked out cheaper to get it boxed than loose, so that's how I've kept it in the box. We've got the San Diego Comic-Con Assault Dalek there, the Riversong astronaut figure Novice Haim there, and we've got the Time Crash set, which is very cool to have that box, and the Father's Day 9th Doctor. Then we have the UK 100 Time Crash set, which is very rare and limited to only 100. And then we have the 25 Adipose there, the Regeneration set, because I do like my Regeneration figures there, and I thought it would be quite a cool thing to keep in the box. We've got the American exclusive Rory figure there, the Australian K9 figure, and the BBC Shop exclusive Rory figure there. So those are my Rory figures, if you're wondering where they were. We have the Voyage of a Dam set and the Daleks Take Manhattan set, and the last thing I've got boxed is the 13 Doctor set. Hopefully I can do this one-handed, but there we go. We've got the 13 Doctor set box, which feels so lovely to have all the Doctors up until Peter Capaldi in their lovely outfits. And of course this was limited to 4,000, so I'm very happy to have this boxed in the collection. So there we have it. That is my Doctor Who figure collection for 2021. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you've enjoyed this video, then please do like and subscribe, because it really does help the channel out. And I'll see you next time for more Doctor Who related content in the near future. So stay safe and take care, and bye for now.